Alright guys, I just made this video and then it messed up and glitched, and now I'm remaking it real quick. I'm already mostly done with the entire thing here. This is how to do MSD ignition coils on a 2-liter Mark IV AEG, or I can't remember the other block number, sorry guys. I don't use the newer block. I like my old school throttle by cable versus throttle by wire. The newer school has a different coil pack setup. I'm not sure if it's the same style on the igniter, or if the igniter is like built into the coil pack. I'm not really sure, so I won't be able to give you the way to do that without actually looking at it and figuring it out myself. So what I'm doing here is going to show you real quick how to do it. I'm not doing step by step with everything. I will show you where every wire goes and what came off of what, so you can see. Right now I'm doing the last heat shrink wrap on the positive side of coil number 1, and I know on an original setup it's a single coil pack, but it's actually really 2 coils. And if you don't know, it's a batch system. It fires 2 cylinders at the same time, one for exhaust, one for compression stroke. If you don't know my setup, I drive a 2000 Volkswagen Golf GL, basic of basic, hand crank windows. I mean, basic car you can get. It's got a Borla exhaust on it, a 50mm turbo, which is actually kind of bored out to a 50 to 68mm, and it has obviously MSD ignition, 440cc injectors, a custom tune on it, and water methanol. Obviously these wires are a little dirty. I've already done this before. Right now I'm just replacing the connectors on them because they were a little dingy looking and looked like they had slight corrosion. So I wanted to redo all the connectors and do heat wrap tape because it was just regular electrical tape before. So at this point, just kind of catch you up. Alright, so I have numbered the coil packs for you, 1 and 2. Coil pack number 1 runs cylinder 3 and 2. Coil pack number 2 runs cylinder 1 and 4. They fire on exhaust and compression stroke, like I said before, so the coil pack fires both prongs, and you will have to switch your plug wires out, by the way. You can use GM style plug wires like off a Chevy Lumina or whatever, which is what I just run now. I used to run MSD wires, but they really don't give me any gain, so there's no point to use them. It's too expensive, not worth it. So at this point, you can see the zip tie here is what holds the wires down originally onto this igniter pack. I'm going to grab a zip tie real quick because I forgot to grab one. Alrighty, so to catch you up real quick, again, keep saying this word. This is the igniter right here. This is the original coil pack, and obviously you can tell by the prongs the way the igniter went on. It's upside down. And you have CB, 15, and 80. CB obviously running power to coil pack C and B, and 80 running power to obviously coil pack A and D. Your center is going to be your ground, which you can see there. I've run a ground up, and the MSD ignition coils are plugged in like this: ground on the left, power on the right, and the way to tell is your prongs are going to be on the bottom. And then you'll have little things in there. They're simple little just connectors. They lock in place. It's pretty nice. And then down there I've crimped those little crimp connectors on to work on the igniter. I bent it down so it's at the bottom. And what I'll do is I run a zip tie through here. You could do tape, or you could do a more